Hi, I'm Andrew and welcome to 16 Weeks of SATs. Over the next 16 weeks, I'm going to be delivering some key lessons, all revolving around the Key Stage 2 Arithmetic test. Now, the Key Stage 2 Arithmetic test is a 36 question paper that you have to undertake in 30 minutes. You only have 30 minutes to complete the test, and there's 40 marks available to you. Now, these marks that you get from the arithmetic test are added along with the two reasoning papers to give you a total score. But the arithmetic test itself, as long as you have a good knowledge of addition and subtraction, you know your times tables, and you can follow some simple strategies, as long as you can do those three things or you know those three things, ultimately the arithmetic paper is very, very simple. I think quite often pupils can find the arithmetic test extremely challenging. Most of the time, that's just because of lack of experience and sometimes just overcomplicating what is a relatively simple process. So as long as we have good presentation, we know how to add and subtract, and we have a good knowledge of our times table facts, nearly every single question in the arithmetic paper can be boiled down to a really, really simple strategy that could be completed in a couple of seconds and will get you, or pretty much guarantee you, the right answer. So that's what the next 16 weeks is all about. The next 16 weeks is all about getting you ready for your SATs, making you extremely confident and efficient with strategies to enable you to get 40 out of 40 on the arithmetic test. And over the past 10 years, I've done that with hundreds of pupils in many, many year 6 classes. And by the end of it, children are very, very ready for the arithmetic test, and actually in those 16 weeks really, really learn to love arithmetic because they become so confident with the strategies. Now, when each video goes live, you're going to need some equipment to enable you to partake in these lessons. So the most important thing that you need is some squared paper. Now, when we undertake the arithmetic test for itself, all of the questions you have squared paper to complete the questions on if you need them. Some of the questions you'll be able to complete mentally, but more often than not, this squared paper is going to be extremely important in terms of helping you lay out the questions effectively. Half the battle sometimes is just making sure that you lay out the question effectively. If you do that, you pretty much guarantee yourself, barring a really, really significant error, you will get the answer correct. Other than that, the other two pieces of equipment that you're going to need, very, very simple, are a ruler and a sharp pencil. And I say sharp because blunt pencils, although it sounds really, really minor, again, it all comes back to clarity of presentation. That's going to enable us to be successful. So make sure your pencil is sharp, make sure you have a ruler, and ideally make sure you have some squared paper. If you don't have squared paper at hand, blank paper will do and allow you to access these lessons, but we really ideally want squared paper. I think in some of the links that I've got on the site, you can access a free PDF that has some squared paper that can be printed out. You can buy these books online for a few pounds, and I'm sure if you asked your teachers in school, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to give you one of these, or just to give you a few scraps of paper that you could take home. But other than that, that is all you need, apart from some clear space, a little bit of quiet, and maybe an adult to support you as you're going through the video. And in most instances, the adults will probably quite enjoy understanding these strategies and tips as well. So other than that, we are ready this week to begin the 16 weeks of SATs and start that journey towards May and get you guys ready for basically smashing your SATs, which is what I want. I'd love after these 16 weeks to be able to get some emails and some comments on the videos saying, "Thanks, Andrew, I got 40 out of 40. And like I said, the biggest thing is just confidence, knowing that nearly all of these questions just boil down to a really simple strategy and a really simple bit of addition or times table knowledge to help you get the answer. And the more confident you are, the more quickly you'll be able to answer those questions and the more marks you will get. And that's what it's all about. So, thanks for listening. The first video will go live this Sunday. I hope lots of you use it to enable you to start that journey of SAT success. The first video is about addition and subtraction. We're really going to focus on place value, as I've already said, presentation, so make sure you've got your ruler and your pencil. because we're really going to knuckle down on the importance of presentation, place value in terms of how you present the numbers that you are given in questions, and we're going to look at some really different scenarios with different types of numbers to make sure that all of the boxes are ticked for SATs in terms of addition and subtraction, as well as looking at some SATs examples as well. So we'll look at past papers so that you can get an idea of what will come in the future, and normally it's very, very similar. So I'm really looking forward to these next 16 weeks. I'm really looking forward to see who gets involved. Drop me an email if you want to know more, but other than that, let's get stuck into the next 16 weeks, and I hope you do extremely well in your SATs.